Hi guys, so in today's video I was playing around with the Beauty Bay Age of Opulence palette and yeah, I really like it. I feel like I say this all the time, like I like everything, I'm just very easily pleased clearly, but there's nothing really bad that I can say about this palette. The colour story is absolutely amazing and the shimmers. The formula of the Beauty Bay eyeshadows just gets better and better and better. These shimmers feel like creams. They are absolutely amazing, and because it's a cream, when it actually goes on your lid, it's even more metallic. Like, honestly, I think this was probably one of the easiest blends that I've done in a goddamn while, so if there's any beginners out there that really need to start somewhere, you've got your neutrals in here that you can use, you've got some colour, you've got some shimmer, you can do glam, there's literally something for everybody. So before we head into the video, if you could like, subscribe, that would really help me out. It just lets me know that whatever I'm putting out there you are taking and running with. So yes, without further ado, we'll head into the video. Hello, so one eye is done. So now I'll be doing this one. So I'll just give you a little close-up of what is actually going on. It's blue, it's purple, it's gold. Opulence. So the first shade that I'm going to go in with is this really dark blue here called Curfew. And I'm going to take this on my ME11 brush, which is like a really tiny blending brush. And take that. P. Louise base is on, and I'm just going to stamp that into the crease. And normally I would take it quite high, but because I want to have a play with like so many colours in this palette, I'm not going to take it like incredibly high. Normally I'd go like a lot higher than my natural crease, but I am just going to go there. So that is how we are looking all stamped on. Then I'm just going to wipe off my brush on my trusty makeup flannel. And I'm just going to go around those edges and buff out that harsh line. Just so everything is a little bit softer for when I go in with my next colour. So that will do. I've actually used like two different like colour schemes for the inner part of my eye opposed to the outer. So starting off with the outer corner, which is going to be like the purples, I'm going in with this colour here, this dark purple, which is called Velvet, and just dipping into the palette, and I'm putting that right on that outer edge, and I'm placing it onto that soft buffed edge and then blending in to that darkest colour there. So that purple, I've stamped it all on, and again cleaning my brush on my flannel and just going and making sure that those edges of that purple are all soft and feathered. Then I'm going to go in with this like aquamarine blue, which is called Lavish, and that is going on the inner part. So there's that feathered edge there of that darkest colour, and that is going straight on there, right on that feathered edge, and then meeting up with that purple in the middle. And then again, now that the blue's down, going round those edges. Like so. And lastly, for like the inner part, I'm going to go in with this blue up here, which is called Hope. And that is going on that inner part here. And then again, wiping off on the flannel and just blending the edges. Don't know why, I just fancied something with a hell of a lot of blending today. And then for the outer part, going in with this purple down here called Dandy. Right here. And also taking it into that blue. Just so there's a nice gradient going on. Again, back to the flannel, cleaning my brush off and going around those edges ever so slightly. And then very lastly, going in with this purple here, which is called Flapper, and taking that very far out here and around the brow bone. So now that first initial stamp of colour is on, I'm then going to go back and work my way through the colours just to intensify them again. So that first really, really dark blue, just all in that socket again. I'm really making sure that it's prominent on the outer corner. Then the purple. That medium blue. That lighter blue in here. And then just those very lightest purples. So, I did all my blending. I've literally just cleaned up under the eye, cut the crease and put some of the P. Louise base over that cut crease, because this, the no straight line under here was just really, really, really putting me off. I didn't know what I was doing. So, I am going to go in with this shade here, Gold Digger. I'm just going to take like a flat packing brush. And it's going right there. Wow. It's so stunning. Even gonna try the finger. Yeah. And then to get right up in that crack, I am just gonna take like a smaller packing brush. And then taking that darkest blue that we used in the crease, I'm just going to make sure that that is all blended at that corner. Lovely. And then finally, I'm going to take some of the Peaches and Cream pigment in the shade Gatsby, which is just like a really, really pale gold sort of colour. It's literally to just add like a little bit more dimension to that gold that I've just added in the palette. It's just taking this on a flat packing brush. I've got some of the Peaches and Cream glitter glue. Dabbing that into my pigment. and I'm just going to press that on the lid. And then to just tidy up that cut crease, like where some of the pigment has like gone into the blue and things like that, I'm just going to take a tiny detailer brush, that rich shade, and I'm just going to go around and tidy around that cut, just around that cut crease, just to get everything nice and sharp again. And maybe even a bit of Lavish. And then finally, I'm going to go in with the black in the palette, which is just called Noir Black. And just taking it on a tiny little brush, and I'm just going to have that at my very outer corner, going into a sort of wing. I'm hardly touching the skin at this point. It's literally just to create a shadow. Like, I don't know if you can see the difference. In real life, that does make quite the difference. So now I'm just gonna do the rest of my face, and I'll be back for the lower lash line and lashes. So guys, the lower lash line, I did it off camera, I know, I'm sorry. But I was bored, I didn't really know what to do with it, and I haven't done anything particularly, like, astounding, have I? So I took Velvet first on my lower lash line, and then I literally blended it out with Flapper. That is all I did. I'm really sorry, that's all I did. I am now, however, gonna throw on some lashes, and I'll be with you for the final thoughts. So for the inner corner, I also added a little bit of champagne, just here for my inner corner. So this is the finished look, guys. We've got some, honestly, I am actually a little bit in love with this. It is just so bougie. Like, I think the palette worked absolutely amazing. The colour story alone was absolutely amazing, but like the formula of these shadows is amazing. And even like the shimmers are sort of like creams. They're not like, they're more towards like the cream sort of formula than like a proper powder, but that makes them all the more foiled when they go onto your eyes. Like, I'm just really impressed with this palette, guys. It's performed amazingly, and yeah, you can have some neutral looks, you can have some colourful looks. Yeah, I'm all about that. So guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!